Hi everyone, today I'm sharing with you how you can put together autumn/fall sensory treasure basket. I'm using items that are natural, child friendly, edible, and are not hazardous to young children. And in this treasure basket, I have all the items that are natural, that all the things can be found from your garden or you must have it in your kitchen. So let me take you through this and also talk about the benefits of treasure baskets. So before I dive into the treasure basket introduced normally when the child is able to sit independently, and remember that all the activities regarding treasure basket has to be done under adult supervision. The things that you put in treasure baskets are not toys, but they support child's holistic development. So let me take you through this. So for example, in this treasure basket, I've added a corn on the cob, and just this one item can really support your child's development. First of all, with a young baby, the baby can just touch and feel, hear the sound of these dry husks and the rough texture of the kernels and also the soft of the silk. You can start by introducing just one item in a basket like this, and I have here corn on the cob, and you can get the child to just explore the corn, and slowly you can introduce different vocabulary. So for example, this here, the cover of the corn are called the husks. You can do so many things. The child can feel the husks, you can even count the husks, and then you can let the child explore the kernels here. This is called the silk of the corn. So here you've basically introduced quite a few new words to the child, and let the child explore the corn. You can have one or two, so I have two here. So, just this alone, you can put it on the shelf where the child can go and bring it back on the floor. I always like to do the activities for young children on the floor because they like to move around. It gives them that independence. So that's one thing you can do. So you can have just two items or maybe one. Then I have here a pumpkin. Again, the same thing. You can have many different types of pumpkins, and you can talk about the sizes, you can talk about the texture of the pumpkins, you can talk about the color of the pumpkins. But here I have one pumpkin which I'm going to add to this big treasure basket. So I have that. I'm going to put this basket away now because that's up to you. Either you can have two things, two small pumpkins or different type of pumpkins, or you can have maize and one or two pumpkins or other things like apples. You can introduce so many things. Then I have some grass. I've got some sunflower here, and I really like the activity around sunflower. The children in a setting they've seen that sunflower was bright and yellow and how it's been changing the color as it's been drying, and we're still waiting because soon the seeds will come out. It's already coming out, and I want to do an activity that I will share with you next week. So for a young baby, you can for a young child, you can introduce this as part of the treasure basket. Just feel and touch the texture. So it introduces the child to a solitary play. The child is able to think by itself, and you only intervene when the child gives you the signal that come and help me. So that's when you go in and support the child, introduce new vocabulary, for example, names of the items, different textures. Is it rough? Here I have apples. Again, you can do the comparison between the pumpkin skin and the apple skin. This is nice and smooth. This is quite rough. And you think little babies are not listening. They are listening and they are learning. I have pine cone. You can have different types of pine cones. Again, I'm going to do a video on different activities with pine cones, Montessori related. Then I have different leaves, texture of leaves, and these are all natural materials that I have here. It's really wonderful to have rocks added to the treasure basket, because again you can do so many things with the rocks. It makes the sound. Even for young babies, this is a very good activity to have, and I always put it in my natural treasure basket. Then I have this leaf from lamb's ears. You can do the comparison. I have some more grass. Then I also have lavender, and I have nice dry lavender, and I also have some green lavender. But you can do, again, the child will be able to smell it, so you can again do so many things with lavender. It's very therapeutic, just for the child to touch and feel. So I have some lavender here, and all you do is you sit back and let the child take the lead. The child can then just put the items in the basket and will take it out quite a few times, but let the child explore. And like I said, never leave your child alone with this activity. These are not toys, so you have to keep an eye on the child. One thing I never add to the treasure baskets are the horse chestnuts, conkers. That's because they're quite small. The child can put in his or her mouth. I hope you have a go at making this beautiful treasure basket and introduce it to your child, be it in home environment or in earlier settings, because treasure baskets give young child hours of fun and introduces solitary play.